Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to LAFC versus LA Galaxy in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup 2023 round of 16. Of course, the first couple of games of the round of 16 have already been finished. Nashville are through. Let me see. Cincinnati winning penalties. Dynamo whip up on Minnesota United. This is the last game of the first day. Four more to be played tomorrow, even though I'm covering Canadian Championship. LAFC beat Monterey Bay in penalties. The last match in the round of 32 to get here with a completely rotated side, which they've done again. Very much so. LAFC are ready for the CONCACAF Champions League final next Wednesday, first leg. They got 4 games in 2 weeks pretty much. They play on the week. Wait, they don't play on the weekend. I think they got a bye week. We'll see, though. I'll check that again. But, how we doing, Mile High? I'll check that again. But right now, LAFC versus the Galaxy, El Trafico. Galaxy puts out a strong 11. LAFC, on the other hand, have not. Eldon Jakupovic starts in goal. The back four of Romero, Rosales, Dollenmeyer, Gaines. Midfield 3 of Mateusz Bogus, Cristostomo, and Duenas. Front 3 of Stipe Biuk, Quadwo Poku, and Ordaz. The front 3 for LAFC. The only really 3 players that get most run out, Bogus, Biuk, and Apoku. Other than that, it's a heavily rotated side, and let's also consider that they're going to make some subs as well. Starting 11 for LA Galaxy under Greg Vanney, of course, is a lot more of a regular side. Jonathan Klinsmann, the goalkeeper. The back four, Caligari, Martin Caceres, Eric Zavaleta, and Julian Aude. Midfield 4 of Raheem Edwards, Mark Delgado, Gaston Brugman, and Memo Rodriguez. Front 2 of Chicharito and Ricky Puig. Nuggets got the sweep. Yes, I saw. Good for y'all. Well deserved. I didn't expect it, but I would say be a little bit careful talking shit because this is LAFC versus LA Galaxy, so I'd be a little bit careful, but, you know, how we doing, Mile High? I predict LAFC will win 2-0 due to rotation. I mean, they did beat Monterey Bay with rotation, but I don't know why you'd rotate for a big rivalry game. I don't know why you'd do it. LAFC, this might work out. If LAFC beats Galaxy with this rotated team, Galaxy is in a pile of trouble. It's not even funny, let alone how much trouble the Galaxy are in if they lose to the rotated side of LAFC tonight, especially if it's disrespectful of a loss. Oh, Chris is on the bench. Nice. They got a pretty stacked bench, too. Christian Torres and John McCarthy are the only normal squad players for LAFC on their bench. So, again, we've got a wild one. Rapids sucks, Saturday loss. Well, that doesn't really surprise me. Honestly agree. Galaxy just fell into a puddle of mud, and Greg Vanney, he's already part of that mud. If anybody deserves less criticism, it's Vanney. I'd say most of the criticism should go to Klein and the players. I think Vanney's being pulled into a hole because of his players, but that's just me personally. But, of course, you know, let's see, speaking of LAFC, they will be playing, they don't play on the weekend, no. And they don't play next weekend either in MLS because Champions League second leg's on the 4th. I'm sure that MLS is going to cancel that Saturday, June 3rd match. I'm going to guess they will. Thought Mob, it's still there, but LAFC does not have a match this weekend. So they have Open Cup, off week, Wednesday, Sunday Champions League. So 3 games, 3 matches in 1 week, and they're all cup games. And they rotated. Interesting. They don't play again until next week. I mean, they could have put out their best 11 or a bigger 11. But okay, all right. I guess that's why Buke and Opoku were playing. And Bogus. I guess that's why. But LA Galaxy's putting everything they can into this. Slightly rotated, but it's their best chance to get into Champions League is winning this tournament. LAFC will definitely get into Champions League some other way of the multiple ways they have. Whether it's winning Leagues Cup, whether it's winning MLS Cup, whether it's winning the Shield again or being the top of the West. All of that's in play for LAFC. Galaxy, on the other hand, this is what they have. It's win U.S. Open Cup or bust, pretty much. And unlike TFC, if I'm being honest, I think LAFC's situation or LA Galaxy's situation is unfixable, at least this year. It's going to take a while to get out of the mud. TFC is, well, if your 2 best players want to get rid of Bob Bradley, you get rid of him and see what happens. I think we'd have a really quick jump. Your head would spin. But point is, there's different problems. It's a very similar situation for both clubs, except for TFC. I think it's a quicker fix. They just got to be smart enough to pull the plug, you know? But that's enough about that. But I know how LA Galaxy feels. Starting 11s again for LAFC: Eldon Jakupovic, Javen Romero, Diego Rosales, Noah Dollenmeyer, Julian Gaines, Mateus Bogus, Daniel Cristostomo, Eric Duenas, Stipe Buke, Quadwo Opoku, Nathan Ordaz, LA Galaxy: Jonathan Klinsmann, Caligari, Martin Caceres, Eric Zavaleta, Julian Aude, Mark Delgado, Gaston Brugman, Ricky Puig, Raheem Edwards, Memo Rodriguez, and Chicharito for the LA Galaxy. But yeah, LAFC versus Club Leon will be a good tie, but we'll preview that next week. I think Tuesday is going to be the preview for that. So LAFC is wearing their black kits. LA Galaxy wearing the white. Pretty straightforward. And we'll be on our way. We've kicked off this El Tráfico. LAFC is giving LA Galaxy a shot with this big rotation. But will that be enough? LA Galaxy is on fire right now. They're trying to find some early because they know if they do, that's a very good thing. Buke gets cleared. Zavaleta gets in there to clear the ball from Buke. Smart. Interesting. Anthony Curich of TFC lives around the corner from me. Went to the same school as my daughter and was the same class at primary school. Knows mom and he walks by my house all the time. That's nice. Small world. Small world. Small world, eh? Said anything about Bradley? He told you anything about Bradley, or is that just Bernadeschi and Insigne throwing Bradley? I wouldn't say throwing him under the bus because they're right. But if your best 2 players are saying fire the manager, you fire the manager. Neither here nor there, though. No joke. Bernadeschi press conference said there's no plan, no vision, all that type of stuff. Insigne says he doesn't want to work with Bradley. And you don't fire him? Your 2 biggest stars on the weekend have came out against Bradley, and he's still there. Oh, boy. What's up? How we doing, Connor? Pluto TV. CBS Sports Golazo Network. Pluto TV is free. All you got to do is go to the website, find Golazo. There you go. Or download the app. But either way, don't have to sign in. Free Pluto TV or CBSSports.com, I heard, as well. But it's on Golazo Network, whether it's Paramount Plus. If you watch CONCACAF, you should have that too. But if you want the free way, Pluto TV or CBSSports.com. Nice play Here comes the Galaxy. Ricky Poosh. Cross. Still with the Galaxy. Shot. Jakupovic doesn't even get a touch to it because it doesn't get to him. Still with the Galaxy. Quarterfinals, yes. Wouldn't reveal anything if he told me. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair because you know what? I don't need like open sources. Like open sources might not be the smartest thing. Yeah, true. But fair. I'm glad TFC player said something about Bradley. I mean, I would have probably said something about Bradley if I had enough of his crafty tactics that are inspired as milk. Hey, we're all making that reference. Great. Yeah, I can't believe he's still there too. Again, your best two players have called him out, and he's still somehow there. This is going to end horribly if it wasn't already. Here comes LAFC. Duenas. Romero. Saved by Klinsmann. Three minutes in, 0-0. LA Galaxy, nice recovery. Delgado over the top. Chicharito offside. Oh, Kyle Larin scored against Barcelona. You love to see it. Now that's good news. I love it. Valladolid also beat Barca, but, you know, Kyle Larin scored on Barcelona. Canadian players scored on Barcelona. I can't believe I'm saying that. That's just mind-blowing, you know? Mind-blowing. Yeah, he does. He has a 4-year contract left. Here's the problem with that. Oh, by the way, the Apple TV host said he's not on the hot seat because he has a 4-year contract left, answering Kaylin Kyle saying she felt Bradley was on the hot seat. So that might be the answer. But even the MLS, what was it? What's their podcast? What's their podcast with Weeby and all that? Whatever that podcast, Extra Time, yeah. They were saying Bradley should be on the hot seat. They brought up the Insigne and Bernadeschi things, you know. I say put the pressure on TFC, but that's just my idea, personally. You know your terrible coach, your star players publicly say they don't want to play for you. It's funny because I've been saying the same stuff they were saying since September. I saw this coming. It's interesting, right? I called that, it was a penalty, but, you know, I still can't believe a Canadian scored against Barcelona. 6th minute. It's still crazy, even though it was a penalty. Counts for me. Still scored against Barcelona. Again, small world. I bet that was a hard task. Got to give props, though. Shutting out Kyle Larin as a center back, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Unless it was Orlando Kyle Larin, but that was before it. So, no, that is still a good task. Saved by Klinsmann. Now that you say it, yeah, I agree. Miami Heat lost. We're going to a Game 5? Crap. I wanted 4 sweeps in all conference finals across NBA and NHL. I thought that would have been awesome. Yep. Duenas. That looked like a Vela type shot, though. It just got blocked, but still. Good for Duenas. Actually, very talented. I wish our academy was just this good. I wish TFC's academy could just play this good or have players this good. Oh, wait, no, we trade the ones that actually have potential. Oh, no, we trade the ones who have potential. That's the problem. I forgot. But we keep the ones who don't. That also helps. Yeah. Cross. Biuk. Stipe Biuk almost scores. The Croatian. Imagine if Bob Bradley even found out the TFC players talking about him. Wonder what he would have done. I want to see him sit. Like, I don't mean this in a way of, I want to see Bernardeschi and Insigne sit for what they said rightfully. I want to see them sit because I want to see how bad TFC would play without either of them and see if that's enough to get Bradley fired. I think he knows it just as well that if there's anything that can get him fired, it's reacting to what they said and sitting them for it and dropping them for it and not playing them and losing their ass. He knows that's probably the one thing that'll get him. So he'll play him on the weekend. He has to. He has to play Insigne and Bernardeschi. He has to. Galaxy, Caligari. That's out. Throw in for Galaxy, Caligari to take the throw in. Like, legitimately, if Bradley doesn't play Bernardeschi or Insigne, he's going to lose his ass. I guarantee you that would make the players play like crap. I guarantee you it would be like Armis versus DC United. They would do what they had to do. We would get pumped 7-1. It may be 7-0. Just to, I'm surprised it didn't destroy LAFC. How the hell did he get within 30 minutes of a Champions League? I can't believe it. I guess that's what happens when you get Carlos Vela playing in a league where he's just dominant and believes in himself. Diego Rossi that was trying to build his career. And other players like that. But when you get big players like Insigne and Bernardeschi, they expect better. Because they've seen it. It's interesting. I think that's the case. 10th minute. Like, Vela, ironically enough, became a star because he came to LAFC. He wasn't a star before. Bradley, ironically, made him a star. Diego Rossi is a star because of Bacala. Chicho Arango technically is too. See, that's what... But then you give him... Shot! Save! What a save by Jakupovic. Shot over the bar. Makes you wonder if we're building team the wrong way. Or he thought he just needed good players. Jakupovic captaining LAFC. Hey, that's interesting. Hey, it sort of counts. Me talking about how befuddled I am Bradley's still around sort of counts, considering he was the former manager of one of the teams in this game. Interesting. I mean, it counts, doesn't it? It's not like it's out of left field. They're the reason he's in Toronto. They saved his career. Funnily enough, I don't hate LAFC anymore. I probably should. Because they're sort of out from the outside in, destroying my club, but whatever. You did say that, and they should have done it. Also, Red Bull losing to Cincinnati. I feel like Red Bull haven't even defeated Cincinnati. Yeah. I mean, it was on penalties, and I mean, Cincinnati's a really good team this year, and Red Bull's really crap, so I'm not surprised. Did Van Zier did he even do anything in that game? I was watching the Nashville-Miami game. Did he even do anything? 12th minute, Romero throw in. Throws it towards the back line. They'll build from it. Because, yeah, Van Zier's back. That 6-game suspension went by faster than you could say, well, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There we go. Should have been 15. 10, 15. I mean, 6 games. But, yeah, the team voted him back in, so. Did he even do anything? All those ties delayed Bradley getting fired. I agree with that. LAFC is the golden standard for the MLS. Yeah, I would agree. In general, yes. Not just currently, but in general, I would agree. LAFC wins MLS Cup and Champions League. They're the best MLS team of all time. Toronto 17 is still for a short amount of time. But by the end of the season, LAFC could easily be the best MLS team of all time. 22, 23, not MLS, LAFC. I'd say both, personally. Nice. Hey, Zavaleta actually made a good play. I'm shocked. Welcome back. Who's winning? It's 0-0, 14 minutes in. Imagine the team in the Premier League with the biggest payroll being in dead last. Well, Chelsea damn near tried. So I don't think we have to imagine. They're just lucky that the other teams in the bottom half were worse, and they still got beat by most of them. That is a free kick for LAFC. So, I mean, hey, it's not really hard to imagine considering Chelsea were 11th. Hell, they may be 12th by now. I don't know. I honestly don't care. Imagine LAFC winning 3-0. Yeah, they rotated their whole side. This may be harder than you think. Thoughts on Luton Town possibly getting promoted to the Premier League? I hope they do. I want to see their stadium in the Premier League. I do. Be nice. Come on, Luton. 15th minute. I just hope Leeds stay up and Everton go down. That's all I want. I want Everton to go down. 16th minute. Leeds stay up, Everton go down. Or just Everton go down. Golasso, Pluto TV. CBS Sports Golasso, Pluto TV, Paramount Plus. Shot over the bar off the free kick. 16th minute. LAFC is still the better team. Now, that's not a question, but if they were playing their best players, they would be running this game over. The only real players they're playing is Stipe Biuk, Kwadwo Opoku, and Mateus Bogus, as in their first team players, their squad players. Opoku is a starter, Biuk half and half, and Bogus a backup, but still. The Croatian Stipe Biuk starting this game. I like it. Raheem Edwards, cross. Chicharito, oh my God, what was he doing? Just spun around. That's going to take a couple of years to happen. If they stay up, it'll take about 3 or 4 years for that to happen, but that would be awesome. I'm sure they're going to build up the stadium a little bit before that happens, though. Because that would be, I think they have to anyway, but. th minute. Let me tell y'all something, though. when it comes down to it, I got to say, being CBS Sports, being on, watching CBS Sports Golazo, like that's the channel I watch the most if I'm streaming. I love it. The only time I'm on regular TV is if there's a match coming on regular TV that day, or that little moment of time, like Champions League or CONCACAF, I should say, or the World Cup. Like, the most I've watched regular satellite TV was the World Cup. Shot! Saved by Klinsmann. Cristostomo put on the shot. That doesn't go forward, though. Saved by Klinsmann. Boom. Doesn't nutmeg him, though. I like. But Golazo is an amazing channel. Shot! Blocked away. I think that was Delgado. I think that was Mark taking the shot there. No, Brugman. Shot! Chip! Over the bar! Tipped over the bar by Jakubovic. Good save. I thought he was about to get beat. I thought that chip was going to beat him, but no, he got it. Ricky Puig with a chip. Punched over the bar. Corner for LA Galaxy, the 20th minute. Or 19th minute, getting to the 20th. I'd say LAFC are still the better team. Punched away by Jakubovic. Header! Oh, blocked away. That'll be another corner for LA Galaxy. Galaxy are starting to play around. Chicharito's header just was off target. It didn't get blocked away. It was off target. I was thinking of the craziest match ever. And the match I was thinking of is Manchester City versus Atlas. And Manchester City would win 7-0. Like, how would that be crazy, though? Like, explain to me how that would be crazy. Because I don't get it. Like, how's a 7-0 crazy? Is it because Erling Haaland scored all 7? Like, that doesn't seem crazy to me. That just seems like Manchester City doing their job. Now, if it was like 5-4, yeah, I'd agree. That'd probably be a crazy match, and I would love to do something like that, but Chivas is about to make the Miz entrance at WrestleMania 27. They are awesome right now. I agree. That actually was a badass entrance. I'm not going to lie. Of course, I was rooting for John Cena throughout that feud, but that entrance was awesome. Bayuk, if he got that shot down before Delgado made that block, that would have been 1-0. Stipe Bayuk. Part of me wants him to be the reason why LAFC wins this match. Stipe Bayuk deserves more respect. 21st minute. Like, Stipe Bayuk is just amazing. Like, I think he deserves more playing time, to be honest. I mean, of course, you have Denny Bouanga, and you have Carlos Vela, and Quadro Poku, so it's kind of hard. But still. You know. It makes you wonder, like, what accounting tactics do LAFC use to get all these players? Because it makes you wonder. I'm not saying LAFC cheats the cap, but you kind of feel like they do at times. Like, you kind of feel like they've got a cap wizard. Like a Brandon Purdom type guy. If you're not a hockey fan, you won't get it, but Bayuk. Makes you think. Because I don't know how they get all these players. Bayuk, Buwanga, Vela, Opoku. Opoku came through the academy, so that makes sense. Could have a new contract by now, though. That would make sense, too. Cifuentes, McCarthy, Crepeau, Chiellini. Here's a chance. Opoku. Big save by Klinsmann. They either really use their money very, very, very carefully, or there's some sort of bonuses under the table type thing. Opoku. Duenas. Cristostomo. LAFC is still dominating this game throughout, though. Like, legitimately, they're still just dominating. And they rotated almost their whole side. And Galaxy put out their best 11, pretty much. And LAFC is still dominating. That's just different level. Cross. Oh, that'll be cleared. That could have been one. Think about it, Segor. Left Von Azzurri. And York U plays for Hajduk Split, which is Stipe Biuk's old team. Why did TFC not see Segor in their backyard? Because we're horrible at scouting, one. Second of all, even if we did, he'd be like Schaffelberg and McNaughton and be one of those players they trade off because he's got potential. But we keep the crap academy players and the crap draft picks. But we draft well, ironically enough. But they still get traded. Or they still don't play to their highest ability, even if they have potential, a.k.a. Tsubasa Endo. Still praying for him, of course. So sad that he got leukemia. But still praying for Endo. But he had a lot of potential with TFC. Was one of our better draft picks. They still let him walk to Melbourne and then LA Galaxy too. Never should have got rid of Schaffelberg. Big mistake. I agree. They should have never gotten rid of him. But there's more. There's more of these. Of our youth players, our academy players coming up and getting traded. The ones with high potential. It's happened before. It'll happen again. So even if we did get Segor from Vaughan and York, and he didn't go to Hajduk but Toronto, he'd still be traded by probably next year. I mean, look at Luca Petrasso. He looked amazing last year. What we do, we trade him to Orlando. Are you kidding me? Kobe Franklin, luckily, Kobe Franklin popped up and looks just as good, if not better. That was a lucky shout. But I can tell you one thing. They shouldn't have traded Petrasso anyway. Schaffelberg got traded. TFC would have let go of a young Messi. Exactly, that's the point. If he was from frickin' Scarborough, with Argentinian descent because, well, Toronto's Toronto. Probably still be Argentinian Messi, but still. Had he been born in Scarborough instead, yeah, they would have let him go anyway. Yeah. Because he had potential. But a guy like Jordan Hamilton got kept until the bitter end, pretty much. And even then, he's still floating around lower leagues. But hell, he still got traded. But Jordan Hamilton, they tried to keep that train going for about 8 years. They tried to get some out of him. It didn't really work. He had some moments, but Jordan Hamilton, they tried to keep that train working about 8 years. At some point, you got to say, yeah, this might not work. It did not. They finally traded him for Patrick Mullins, which honestly was probably worse at that point. Which honestly, Patrick Mullins scored less than frickin' Hamilton did. So, honestly, we didn't win that one for losing. So, '28th minute. Point is TFC's academy. Like, I'm afraid they're going to let Alonso Coelho go. Like, seriously. Alonso Coelho might just be our best midfielder right now. And I'm afraid that at the end of the season, they're going to let him walk to Europe. And not even a good team. It's going to be freaking... That's got to be a foul. Free kick at the very least. Yellow card for Caligari. For LAFC, free kick for LAFC. Caligari gets the yellow card for the Galaxy. Bayuk fouled on his run, and it is a free kick. Caligari gets dispossessed by Bayuk. He fouls Bayuk in the half circle. Yeah, that's free kick. How we doing, Isaiah? Yellow card for Caligari. Free kick for LAFC. 30 or 29th minute. Getting close to the 30th. LAFC is dominated with a giant rotated squad, and Galaxy look horrible. Galaxy are legitimately screwed. Like, I can't believe it. They're legit screwed. How about them Nuggets, everyone? We in. Congratulations. I didn't expect a sweep, but they did it. Shot! What a shot by Bogus off that free kick, but good save by Klinsmann. Sort of unexpected. 30th minute. 0-0 still. LAFC arguably should be winning by at least 2 or 3 right now. Arguably, even with a rotated side. It's a freaking wonder they're not. Speaking of LAFC, Timothy Tillman has switched from Germany to the USA. Timothy and Malik could both play for the USMNT. Timmy Tillman. Timmy! Did he finally get his want to be called Timmy? It's like I was the first person to call him that during that Champions League semifinal. I was ahead of the curve. Quadro Opoku. Opoku. Oh, that's a corner. Still. Hajduk, they're saying that Segor is the next Modric. They say he's a great offensive and defensive central midfielder. Yeah, of course we let him go. Yeah, of course. Yep, sounds right about Toronto letting him go. Yep. We could add the next Modric. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Coelho's good and all, but... I mean, Alonso Coelho is still the... Alonso Coelho is still the next Busquets, but still. I'm not a Chivas fan. I respect Chivas, but I respect Tigres as well. I was just saying that Tigres has been horrible. Like, they should not... I shouldn't say horrible, but they've definitely not been the best. 7th place, they've been lucky to get to the final. That's my point. And Sebastian Cordova's on a heater. That's legitimately why they're there. Shot! Oh, could that be Dogso? Could that be? Are they going to call it? That'll be a goal kick for Jakupovic. But I wouldn't say it was biased. I'm not a Chivas fan. I mean, I respect Chivas, ironically enough. I shouldn't, but I do. Maybe I want them to win so TFC could have a chance of getting revenge, but that's neither here nor there. But Chivas lost because of Liga MX's joke of a tiebreaker rule. They only got Club America because of the red card. Yes, they there's a difference between being third in the table and seventh. And besides, they've had a good season anyway. Like, I'm not surprised they did what they did. You could argue they should have beaten, not lost more than they did. That's a free kick. Bookman brought down. And then the red card, well, you still got to score the goals. You still got to score the goals. They may not have. They wanted it. They still had to score the goals. They were still dominating that game even before the red card. Penalty, actually. Bookman was in the box. That's a penalty for the Galaxy. I think they only bought him so Pachuca would get worse. And that's what happened. Yep. But it's a penalty for the Galaxy. Bookman brought down in the box. And it's going to be Ricky Puig taking the penalty, not Chicharito. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Okay. All right. How we doing, Robert? Takes the shot. Save! Jakupovic makes the save. And it's going to get cleared. But Raheem Edwards is still on it. Oh, my God. Ricky Puig missed the penalty. Well, it doesn't matter. Ricky Puig missed it anyway. Ha! Man, the Galaxy are a comical bunch. Man. Oh, my word. Hey, at least Toronto's not this bad. It could always be worse. Could always be worse. Galaxy's got a lot of cleaning up to do once they get out of this problem. Toronto doesn't. All they got to do is get rid of Bradley. They'll bounce back. Seriously. I think Bradley's the only problem there. I think there's possibilities that if Bradley's gone, TFC bounces right back. Galaxy, on the other hand, they got a mess to clean up, even if they fire Vanny and Klein and all that. They've got a mess to clean up. We don't. Similar, though, but a little bit different. There's a little bit different. Bradley's most of the problem. Well, and Manning, but still. I think the players would at least respond to a new manager. I think it would go at least a little bit better than Perez did, or just bring back Perez either way. Yeah, I know, right? Pluto TV, CBS Sports Golazo. You can also watch it on Paramount Plus or CBSSports.com. But it's Golazo Network. 35th minute, 0-0. Gignac has passed his prime. He's slowed down quite a bit. I think he plays one more year for Tigres and retires. He's going to retire. He won't go to MLS. I would say I'd like to have Gignac in Toronto, but that seems like a poison pill that's just not smart. But then again, probably Croatia. Very likely so. I'm not going to keep my hopes up. It'll probably be Croatia. Oh, yeah, he ain't happy. I don't blame him, though. He shouldn't be happy. Huh. Memo Rodriguez. 36th minute. This could go, just realize that if this game goes to penalties, it'll be past midnight when this is over for me. Oh, this video is going to tank. The review is going to tank if this don't end on time by 90 minutes. Worth a shot, though. Are you watching the U20 World Cup? Can't watch everything, and Canada's not in it, so I'm keeping it on Golazo, not Peacock, so I think there's your answer. Hopefully LAFC finds a breakthrough and embarrasses Galaxy. Well, I mean, they should have embarrassed them if they played their best 11. I mean, they're not playing again until Wednesday. They're playing again 8 days from now. They could have played their best 11. Goal for LAFC, really? Is that how far back? Jakupovic shoots it long. If I'm behind, I'm behind. No, it's still 0-0. But you can't fast forward Pluto, so, or Paramount Plus for that matter. Save. It should be arguably 2 or 3-0 right now, but you know. But I did see that the U.S. slapped Fiji, right? I mean, that doesn't surprise me, but Caleb Wiley scored, which again doesn't surprise me. '38th minute. Cross in. That is going to go out for a corner for LAFC. Sucks Sacramento couldn't make it past, honestly, because I've wanted to see them make another deep run, especially because of how hot they are in USL. Like, they're the favorites to win USL. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. That is what it is. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. But I would have loved to see it again, then make another deep run. I like watching Sacramento play. Dueñas. Nice. Like, when you say scented fragrances, do you mean they could have, like, Dior Sauvage in there? Or Acqua di Gio? Or Armani? Or is it just... perfumes? I don't know any perfumes off the top of my head, or at least the current ones. Hell, let's be honest. The colognes probably are Coach fragrances. Again, Coach cologne, or I think Coach makes cologne too. I think they do, right? Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Both. I still like Acqua di Gio from Armani. I still do. Azzaro Wanted, that line. I like that line. The way they bottled it caught my eye, but it's actually really good. Because it looks like a freaking revolver. It does. It caught my eye. What can I say? But it actually smells really good, Azzaro Wanted. At least the original. I know they have Eau de Parfum. And a red, I think. They have a red. I don't know. I'm not so basic that I do Sauvage or Dricard Noir, but, you know, I'm not that basic. Or Ed Hardy, for that matter. I'm not surprised. He did DMT. I'm not surprised he's done shrooms either. And I like Joe Rogan. I like Joe Rogan. I'm not surprised, though. 40th minute. Again, that doesn't surprise me either. I mean, hold on. If you think that surprises me, I don't know. Yeah, I did read this book for a summer reading once in high school, but, well, I'm an Apple guy anyway, so of course I chose a Steve Jobs book. But again, I might read it again. Shit, why not? Dynamo smashed Minnesota. That actually surprised me. Cristostomo, he does keep it in, but he doesn't have a shot. 42nd minute. But yeah, that don't surprise me about Steve Jobs either. And by the way, Apple has not been creative since Steve Jobs died. Besides the Apple Watch. But I don't even think that's what he wanted. I think they went against his wishes with that one. Cross in! Napoku can't get it to Biuk. So, but yeah, Apple has not been innovative since he died. So, that's the way I see it. Corey Baird is better than we thought. Did Talon Maples play? That's my question. Speaking of good players that we let go, TFC, yeah, how'd Talon Maples do? Did he play? I told you he'd be a good player back in 2021. Who was right? Oh, yeah, me, once again. Maples played all 90. Did he play good? But who was right? I always do a good job. Let's see. His rating was 7.3. I'm not surprised. No assists or goals, but perfect. Almost a perfect passing number. Oh, Griffin Dorsey got a 6.1. That doesn't surprise me either. He's crap. He's crap. Best defender. Not surprising. But again, let's remember, I was the guy saying that Talon Maples could have made it on TFC 1 back in 2021 when he was a rookie. And then he left. Shot! What a save! Opoku! Another save by Klinsmann. Goal kick. Oh, my word. 44th minute. But let's just remember that. Dorsey got subbed on. He had like 5 touches. He still sucks. He still sucks. I've watched him enough to know. Subbed on an Open Cup. That tells you exactly what you are. But yeah, Talon Maples, again, another good player we let go. Speaking of TFC's shitty scouting, or also their shitty roster decisions with young players. Yep, Celtics survived. No sweep. So we may have a Panthers sweep and a Vegas sweep in the NHL. We did have a Nuggets sweep. We will not have a Heat sweep. But 3 out of 4 is still pretty crazy. Shot saved by Jakupovic, 45th minute. Well, fair enough. I think Dorsey still would have missed, though. True. I don't think we've ever seen 4 sweeps in both conference finals at the same time for NBA and NHL, ever. I think this would have been the first time had it happened. 1 minute of stoppage time. Plays forward, Biuk. Stipe Biuk. Oh, gets dispossessed. I couldn't tell you. They didn't have a good scouting department. Like, you know why I celebrated when Jack Dodd went to the Timbers? He can't scout. He was a horrible scout. I told Rory, have fun with Jack Dodd in your front office, but I'm glad he's gone. Hate that he had to choose your team, but at least he's gone. That's halftime, 0-0. Nil-nil at the half. Galaxy is still getting dominated by LAFC, though. Wouldn't you know it? I don't know. He said he wasn't here. He said he's doing futsal, so no. Maybe he watched this over, but I even told him to his face when they had hired Jack Dodd. I told him, have fun. I told him to his face. I legit told him, I'm glad I'm glad he's gone. I'm sorry you hired him. Have fun. So, he knows. I've said it since he left. So, he knows. It's not like this is a secret. Ouch. He understood. Chuck made himself another one of his guarantees, and he might actually break his cuts. Chuck, yeah, I got that part. 0-0 at the half. ESPN sucks at basketball commentary and whatnot. TNT clears. I agree with that. Just like ESPN sucks at hockey commentary. TNT's better at that too. Who would have known? TNT actually has really good sports programming. They also hired Luke Wildman, so I'll give them that too. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think the Dynamo was going to win more than 1-0. Was not expecting Baird to score. Aliu to score his first Dynamo goal. Hey, at least he did. I'm surprised you won 4-0 too. Well, of course. But it's 0-0 at the half. We got Canadian Championship Montreal Forge tomorrow. Forge the Forge. Tigres Chivas first leg Thursday. Toronto DC on Saturday. Friday off. Chivas Tigres Sunday. Second leg Sunday. Monday off. Tuesday prediction. Wednesday. Europa League, Toronto, and Champions League first leg. All on Wednesday. ESPN's only thing they do for NHL is help them make money on like what it was like with NBC. This is true, but oh wait, the bad part is the final's going to be on ABC the whole way. So yeah, enjoy ESPN's commentary. Yeah. At least when the Raptors were in it, it was always on ABC. So yeah, that's good for you. When the Raptors were in the finals, you know what I was doing? I was playing music on one of my speakers, whether it was CD or my Bluetooth speaker, and I just muted the damn game and watched the game. That's how bad ESPN's commentary is. Just so you know. With that being said, I think we should take the break. 0-0 at the half. Yes. 0-0 at the half. Another 45 to go. Maybe extra time and penalties. We may be here till midnight. Possibly. If LAFC don't find a goal. They're more likely to score, though. With that being said, we'll take a short break. We'll be back for the stats at the half and hope that we get a goal the next 45 because, well, I want the review to at least do okay. Timing may not be too great. Well, true. That is true. But with that being said, sit tight, we'll be back. We are back for the stats at the half. We got LAFC versus LA Galaxy, 0-0. Tied game. Galaxy should be losing, but, you know. Yeah, Latvia, Lebanon, and France, I like our chances. Stats at the half. Corey Baird has a hat trick. Oh, boy. Well. Yeah, I can't believe that. Stats at the half. 11 shots to 8. 50% possession to 50% possession. I thought it'd be higher a bit, but okay. For LAFC, but okay. 190 accurate passes, 86% to 182, 83%. 6 fouls to 13. 1 offside to 1. 3 corners to 1. 11 shots to 8. 5 shots on goal to 5. 222 passes to 219. 86% pass accuracy to 83. 1 yellow card to 2. 6 throws to 4. 1 yellow card to 2. 0 red cards to 0. 0-0 after 45. Let me be honest, okay? Let me be honest. Those stats seem very, very, very questionable. That the game does not represent the stats. It does not seem as close as the stats would like to make you think. LAFC has dominated this game so far. LA Galaxy technically should have a goal, but even then, they missed the penalty. And LAFC still should have had 2 or 3. It's crazy that it's tied 0-0, no goals. It's crazy. I know LAFC heavily rotated, but still, even being heavily rotated, playing a pretty A- Galaxy side, they're still dominating. That tells you how much trouble the Galaxy really are in. I didn't realize it was this bad. It is. I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was this bad. But it is. Honestly sad, but what can you do? LAFC's still been the better team. They're going to break out. I don't think it's going to go to extra time. I would be shocked if it does, and I would be even more shocked if this game goes to penalties. Way more shocked than just shocked. That's just me personally, but that's what I think. This game will be over before 90. Or, of course, it'll go 90, but there'll be a goal that puts this away or 2 that ends this before 90, all intents and purposes. Oh, hey, that was a Denver commercial. Nice. El Plastico's not been a great game so far. I would agree with that. Thanks to LAFC super rotating and still dominating. It's nuts. LAFC is on a different level, I guess. USA, Jordan, Greece, New Zealand. They're headed to the Mall of Asia Arena, Pasay, Philippines. USA should still win that group. I'd be surprised if they didn't. I'd be surprised. Nice. Nice. Another 45 will be on soon. This game is not as good as I thought it would be. Tomorrow, they got Pittsburgh Riverhounds versus Columbus Crew at 6. Colorado Rapids versus Real Salt Lake at 9. Might as well keep it on there while I'm watching Forge in Montreal on the other the computer, I should say, the other screen. Because watching Fox Sports. Wonder what this commercial's about. Oh, is it the Oakland A's? Oh, it's just, fitness energy drink. Oh. I saw the empty stadium with green seats, and I thought it was the Oakland A's. Japan got Australia, Finland, Germany. They're headed to Okinawa, Arena Okinawa City. They still should win that group, but that is a little bit of a harder group. But yeah, Japan should win their group. Germany and Australia might make that harder, though. Interesting. Space T. Interesting. Rave concerts. Yeah, that makes sense. That does not surprise me. Not one bit. Still waiting for the second half about to start. Nil-nil between LAFC and LA Galaxy at the half. Yeah, I know, magic mushrooms. The psychedelic. Yeah, because why would you just be drinking actual mushrooms at a rave? Fortunately, Mexico got Egypt, Montenegro, Lithuania. They're headed to Pasay. Well, yeah, they're losing that. Lithuania is winning that group, and I'd say Egypt is probably better than Mexico. When we say Montenegro, is Montenegro by themselves, or is it Serbia and Montenegro? Because if it's Serbia, that means they got Luka Doncic. Halftime's about to start. Here we go. Yeah, that is a lot. Wait. Tyler Boyd's coming on for LA Galaxy. And the half has started. Wait. Doncic is Slovak, right? He's not a Serb. Just bet on LAFC to win the game. Was that a smart move? Yeah, smart move. LAFC is dominating. They rotated half their squad. Galaxy is horrible. That was a smart move. Now, if it's a bet that ends after extra time and penalties don't count, that might have been a stupid move. But I think overall smart move, depending if it was just outright LAFC to win. Now, if we're talking over or under, that might have been stupid. But if that's just outright LAFC win, smart move. I still think they'd win before penalties, but Galaxy's been dominated. '46th minute, headed away by LAFC. Opoku gets in behind to clear. Throw in for Galaxy. Draw was an option, so I think they have to win before penalties. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Yep, there you go. Because extra time is still the game in this case. Penalties technically is not what decides if it's a win or draw in the standings or by number, but penalties is what puts you through. If you're still tied after 120 extra time, technically it's a draw and you go to penalties to decide who goes through. That isn't really a win in most stats. You may look at it as a win because you're going through, or a loss because you lost, but by the numbers, it's not. 47th minute, 0-0. Vucevic, Montenegro, okay. He's pretty good. 47th minute, getting to the 48th. Giving it away, but LAFC gets the ball back. Still LAFC, still shot past the post. What a run by Bogus, Mateus Bogus. He almost put that one away. LAFC looking like the better team so far. Can't watch the game. They are looking like the better team so far, but if you want to watch the game, it's on Pluto TV, CBS Sports Golazo. And Pluto TV is for free, so all you got to do is download the app or go to the Pluto TV website. You'll be able to watch the game. Shot blocked away. But yeah, LAFC is looking like the way better team, and they rotated most of their side, and they're still dominating the Galaxy. It's absolutely wild. 0-0, still tied. LAFC are the better team. Galaxy are getting dominated by C team of LAFC. Shot! Goal! 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 LAFC! 49th minute golazo! I can't believe it. I legit can't believe it. Out of nothing. And Tyler Boyd does it again. He scored against LAFC, the last El Trafico, from a banger, and he bangs another one in tonight. Tyler Boyd does it again. This man just can't stop scoring against LAFC. Played in by Delgado, Tyler Boyd. Pretty much. Boom. Maybe B-, but Tyler Boyd inside the box on the angle with a banger. Tyler Boyd, 49th minute, scores again against LAFC. It's not over yet. 1-0 LA Galaxy. So I didn't expect that to happen. So you can't hold that one against me. That came out of nowhere. Over the bar. $43. That is highway robbery. So 358 times 12. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 36. Then I guess that's basically $1 per. Okay, fair enough. Or LA Galaxy. My bad. I'm so shocked I said the wrong. LA Galaxy scored. My bad. I'm so shocked that happened that I said the wrong team. The wrong LA side. My bad. It's my bad. We all make mistakes. Shot! Another! Oh! Goal! Goal! Ricky Poosh! That's 2-0 Galaxy! The Galaxy! Scuff one in by Ricky Poosh. It's 2-0. That's LA Galaxy. Oh my God. Okay. It did bounce in off of Ricky Poosh, yes. Or he was the one who put it on target. Nobody bounced it in. Yep, it went past because of Ricky. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Huh. '52nd minute. 2-0. LA Galaxy. What happened? LAFC legitimately just blew this. No joke. Did LAFC lose to the Galaxy last year in Open Cup? I think they did. Not again. I guess that's what happens when you put a C team on, you can't score. Arguably, you could say that penalty should have made it 3. Opoku gets dispossessed. LAFC have been absolutely shell-shocked. Well, yeah, that's the good point about it. At least they basically completely rotated. If this happened when they didn't rotate for next week, because they don't play on the weekend, they only play next week, next Wednesday, so they play in 8 days. They could have played both with a big team. If they were losing like this, I'd be a bit worried, yes. Well, do I want LA Galaxy to hold on so this ends quicker? Or should I want LAFC to come back and we go to 12:30? Either way. I don't know. Which means this video will be finished recording at about 12:45. It'll come out like 1:20. Bad timing. Honestly, yeah, hold on. LA Galaxy, hold on, yeah. LA Galaxy, hold on. For my sake. Hey, at least that actually might be better. Because, yeah, LAFC did start a little bit scatterbrained in the second half. I know it's winning a cup game against your biggest rivals, but they've absolutely rotated their side. I mean, is it really a win? They still got dominated for the first half. And I guarantee you it's going to be a tight game after those 2 goals. They're going to be sitting on those for the rest of the game and just hoping LAFC doesn't come back. I mean, seriously. I mean, I agree with that. I guess if you have an off weekend, it's smart to rotate anyway and let them be perfectly healthy besides Opoku for a Champions League final. I get that. That makes sense. But don't know. Maybe he's asleep. I don't know. Eric Duenas gets the yellow. Rory's playing futsal. I know that. Winvo, it's probably the time zone. He's asleep. So. I'm guessing. That's a guess. But Because I think he'd be here for El Tráfico was a little bit earlier. So that's just my guess, though. I know Rory's playing futsal, though. I know that. '57th minute. Yeah, Vela's not even playing. They rotated their whole squad. Vela's not even on the bench. The only two players that are actually worth a damn on LAFC's bench is McCarthy, because they need a second goalkeeper. And who was it? Torres, Christian Torres. So there you go. If you don't have a picture on FotMob, you don't matter. That's the way I see it. Jakupovic to play forward. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I wonder how Galaxy fans are going to react to this, because personally, my reaction is they did enough to beat a rotated side. This really isn't a win. This is just a momentary growth of happiness. Should Torres be given a chance to play the CCL final? Why would you change what's already working? Why would you change what's working with Buwanga, Opoku, and Vela and Timmy Tillman? Why would you change it? Why would you change it? I mean, look, they changed it. I'd rather have Biuk over Torres, to be honest. I'd rather have Biuk over Torres if I'm the LAFC fan. If they wanted to change somebody out, I'd say Biuk over Torres. Maybe as a sub, yes, but to start? No. And honestly, I'd say play when it's closer to being decided anyway. But, that's just me personally. That's just me. 48th minute. You change things up. Personally, I wouldn't do it. If there's anything you should change, it's Biuk. Probably for Opoku. Vela up top, Biuk, Buwanga. If that's what you want to do, I'd understand it. But Torres, though? No. I think Biuk's the better player. Opoku, cross, not far enough, or not close enough, I should say. How we doing, Mile High? Welcome back. I will laugh if Galaxy somehow blows this. They're not going to do that. Smash the like button, folks. Hulk smash. Is that a CJU character, Isaiah? I'm not totally caught up. So what happens? CCL's coming, though. Next Wednesday. I still think LAFC is the favorite. But we'll go over that on the preview next Tuesday. We'll go over that then. 60th minute, 30 minutes to go. I thought so. I'm not completely caught up. Like, I know that Dontavius went missing and they're trying to find him, but I'm not completely caught up. Speaking about the CJU, I haven't caught up exactly. Dejan Joveljic coming on for Chicharito. Chris Mavinga coming on for the Galaxy as well for Eric Zavaleta. Two former Toronto players subbing for each other. And there's going to be a quadruple sub for LAFC. Sharundalo, Steve, what are you doing? Quad sub? Did you not see what happened the last time? You're doing a quad sub. 4 subs. Oh, come on, man. No. Are you pulling Arani Dala? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? No. No, don't pull the quad sub. No. Christian Torres coming on. Maya. I'm losing count. Oh yeah, they're already losing anyway. It's not like they're winning. Still though, quad sub, that ain't smart. Thoughts on the Estadio Cuscatlán incident? It's sad. It's sad to see the stampede that happened there. I think Alianza, rightfully so, got the stadium banned. They got the fine, rightfully so. It's a tragedy. The stampede down at Cuscatlán, it's a tragedy. It's sad. You don't want to see people lose their lives that way. It's a tragedy. It could have easily been prevented. That's the saddest, one of the saddest parts, is it could have easily been prevented. It should have never happened in general. Should have never happened in general. I think the worst part about the stadium ban is if Alianza gets to the Central American Cup in CONCACAF, the stadium's going to be empty, and we're going to be reminded of this every time they play at home at Cuscatlán. Because people are going to ask, why is the stadium empty? People who are not exactly up to date. And it's that. Christian Torres comes on for Stipe Biuk. Christopher Jaime for Quadwell Poku. '63rd minute. Avila for Javen Romero. Armando Avila for Javen Romero. Then the fourth sub, Mateus Maya for Mateus Bogus. Nice. Oh, for sure. Dominican Republic got Angola, Philippines, and Italy. I say Italy, then Dominican, then Philippines, then Angola. That group order standings. Dejan Joveljic for Chicharito. Chris Mavinga on for Zavaleta, 64th minute. That's probably the best thing about the Rays is their powder blue jerseys, but I like powder blue. So even if I hate the team, I like the powder blue jerseys. Of course, the Blue Jays powder blues are amazing. The Cardinals powder blue are amazing. I think the Cubs should go powder blue because they have powder blue history. The Rays powder blues are nice, especially with the one with a Ray on the chest. I like the Miami Marlins teal jersey. That's not powder blue, but I like the closeness. I also like the Marlins throwback. I wish they were wearing those all the time. I don't like to say good things about the Tampa Bay Rays, so you could say it. I'm not. 65th minute. They need a new stadium, though. The Trop is a freaking... Yeah. It did feel good to see the Jays. Oh! Big collision there between Jakupovic, Joveljic, and a defender. Yeah, the Jays beat the hell out of the Rays today. You love to see it. You love to see it. In the Trop, Rays to Orlando. No, put them in Tampa proper. Arguably, I'd rather them be in Montreal. I'd rather them get moved to Montreal, but sure. If you want to keep them in Florida, Tampa proper. If you want to take them out of Florida, Montreal. Simple as. '66th minute. I don't think the Rays were in Orlando for spring training for at least 2 weeks before they got into the Trop early because of flood damage to their spring training park. Rumors have it he wants to sell the race to someone in Orlando, and then they'll move to Orlando. Fair. But I feel bad for Tampa proper because legit, they'll go to games if it's in Tampa proper. The only reason it's hard for people to go to Rays games is because the Trop is ugly and it's in St. Pete. It's hard to get there. 66th, 67th minute. We can make fun of the Rays not having any fans, but they kind of did it to themselves. And hell, even during the playoffs, they actually do sell out. So I actually have to be respectful. Kelvin Leerdam coming on for Raheem Edwards. 68th minute. I still can't believe the Galaxy are winning this game. Jesus. I can't believe it. 68th minute. I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day because last year this happened. LAFC were the way better LA side, but the Galaxy still beat them in Open Cup. Then proceeded to get upset by the team they played next. Because I think, wasn't Sacramento next? So yeah, I think that was the quarterfinals. Yeah, I saw that. Because the quarterfinals were the Galaxy. The semifinals for Sacramento was Kansas City. The final was Orlando, yeah. So whoever plays the Galaxy next, they're going to be losing to, yeah? Cross, header. Kept in by Jakupovic. Corner, no. 69th minute. 2-0 Galaxy. And LAFC have been scatterbrained for most of the second half. Ain't that something? No, that did go out. '70th minute. Cross in. Plays on. Ricky Puig. Leerdam playing forward. No. No, they don't. The Jays need to do more winning, but the Yankees don't. 70th minute. $20 more minutes. Galaxy are going to a quarterfinal against Colorado or RSL. Oh my God, Colorado versus LA would be Tank Bowl. No joke. Yeah, I like the message between the MLS Pride kits, but yeah, the jerseys are ugly. They've done better. The jerseys are boring this year. The Pride kits are boring this year. They've been so much better before. Hell, even the 2021 ones are better. And those were tie-dye for almost absolutely not really any reason. So, at least the frickin' 2021 ones were creative, even if it was not exactly off the top of my head. Yeah, I agree with that. They're boring this year. I still think the 2019 ones are the best, though. The ones that look like a light bright kit, yeah, those are the best. Then 2022s, then 21s, then 23s. The geometric ones from last year. For training, for like warm-ups, I would guess. For warm-ups, they wouldn't wear it for the game. They don't wear. Teams don't wear the Pride kits for the games. They wear them for training. They wear them for training. They're training tops. Or at least we haven't seen teams wear them in game yet, but I'm surprised we haven't, to be honest. 72nd minute. Foul, free kick for LAFC, 73rd minute. They'll probably warm up in it. They probably will. I think during June, every team warms up in their Pride Month warm-up kits every game. At least that's what I've seen before, so. LAFC are playing Champions League in June. They'll be wearing it. '73rd minute. But speaking about Open Cup, why is it always that every year at Open Cup, one of the horrible teams in the league always goes deep in Open Cup? Like, seriously, it's mind-boggling. Like, you got Colorado this year. You got the Galaxy this year. One of them, if this holds. RSL's not that good either. One of those three could go to the freaking semifinals if this holds. Surprised there's not a full week break between the two CCL final legs like how there normally is in CCL. I think they're trying to get people used to the fact the one-legged final is on a weekend date starting next year, which will probably be a Sunday because MLS is now on Saturday, so they'll probably put it on Sunday because they don't want to go up against it. So it's a one-legged weekend date. So I think that's what they're trying to get people to get used to, with the second leg being on Sunday. But it's sort of a Liga MX-like turnaround, so that might be a help for Leon, you know, because they know how quick that turnaround is. LAFC, on the other hand, don't. So I don't think they've ever played a game, two big games with big stakes that close to each other. I don't think they've had that quick of a turnaround with two big games that have big stakes. Of course, they've had a quicker turnaround playing 3 games in 1 week, but that's MLS. But you get my point. I think City will win UCL, and football will be dead. And that'll be the death of football. Save by Klinsmann. It just bounced to him. But then again, I wonder, who knows, maybe it'll go down as easy as the NYCFC MLS Cup did. Who knows? Hope the first leg LAFC Leon ends in a tie, so Sunday will be an intense battle. I just hope it ends close, so wearing the suit doesn't look stupid. Because, yes, the suit will come out on Sunday. Wednesday, on the other hand, no, because I got 3 games, one after the other. I will change my jerseys, but I'll be wearing the same pants. I'm not even wearing jorts on Wednesday for the TFC match. It's not even worth it. Italy for the Europa League final, Dai Roma. TFC for the TFC match on Wednesday. All back here, too. CCL shirt, T-shirt for the CCL final, first leg. Sunday, on the other hand, suit. So there you go. So I'll be wearing the suit next Sunday night. I just hope it's a close game so it makes sense. Like, I don't put it on for a game that is pretty much a dead rubber, you know? I want to get my props. 77th minute. City's due for one. I know. But that means football's finally been bought if they win. So I guess the reason NYCFC didn't go down so bad when they won MLS Cup is MLS is capped. They didn't buy the league. They earned it. NYCFC earned it, so that's the difference. I think City, they still bought it. They finally would have bought it. That's the difference. Hey, the game's almost over, so ain't got much else to wait. Looks like it'll be over at 92, so that's the good news. 78th minute, 2-0. LAFC looking for 2 quick goals, which they could do even with this team. By either champion shirt, I wanted a City versus Inter final. Well, Forza Italy. I want the Italy triple. I want the Italy treble. I want Roma winning the Europa League. I want Fiorentina winning the Conference League. I want Inter Milan winning this UCL. Why not? That Super Cup is going to be spicy, though. If it's Roma versus Inter, oh my God, that's going to be spicy. Roma in that case. But that'll be spicy. I got to go live for that one. That'll be spicy. Like, just imagine Mourinho's Roma in a Super Cup final against another Italian team. It's going to be mind-blowing. Well, sadly, you didn't get it, considering they played each other in the semifinals, but close. Aguirre is coming on for Gaston Brugman in the 79th. We don't know about transfer market between Tati Castellanos. I could see him going to Real Madrid or something like that, or Atletico. Like, no joke. He's not coming back to New York this summer. You know? I think he could go to a team like Atletico, Tati. No joke. Or a team like, you know, Forest, Nottingham Forest. Unless they try to keep Tati in the City atmosphere and send him to Man City. If they lose Julian Alvarez, they might do it. It's possible that Alvarez leaves City for Bayern. If not, well, they escape Roma with Terrace Ball. No. Roma wins. '81st minute. But yeah, I could totally see. Like, Tati Castellanos at Man City would be something. Especially if they lost Alvarez. Like, if Tati was Alvarez's replacement, I don't think that's too bad. I think that's actually pretty good. I hate to say it, but if Tati Castellanos ends up going to Man City and Man City ends up winning the UEFA Champions League, Man City does have a cool kit next year. Might as well buy a Tati jersey. Sort of as a lost bet, sort of as... Well, I was saying Inter wins the Champions League and Roma wins the Europa League, that would have been Super Cup. They're playing Fiorentina in Coppa Italia. But 10 million. I was saying if Roma wins the Europa League, that would be Super Cup. Unless they did like the Europa versus Conference qualifies for Super Cup, Champions League already goes. Didn't expect this result so far. No, I did not either. Shot! Saved by Klinsmann. As I said, it's a pretty cool home kit. It's a nice kit. I like it. It's nice. I don't think anybody with 2 brain cells expected this result. Yeah, but LAFC was still dominating the first half with their second and third team players. So you would have thought they would have kept that going. But for some reason in the second half, they just completely switched off. Like, it's absolutely the answer. They completely switched off. I like it without the maroon more and with the sponsor numbers and navy. I agree with that. Like, City with, like, red on their kit was just, like, the red collar and sleeves was just weird. Like, it was just, I never liked it, really. Like, what I really liked was this kit's more like their last season with Aguero kit, you know? This is more similar to that. I like that. Wait, no. Or I should say the kit with like the clock numbering. I think that was Aguero's last season, yeah. The next season was like the marble pattern, yeah. Sponsors and numbers, yeah. I didn't like the marble kit either. I didn't like that either. 84th minute. Yeah, white does pop off well on the blue. I agree. But yeah, this one's more similar to that year. To 2021's Aguero last year kit. Wait. No, wait, no, I've got it mixed up. No. I agree with that. No, the marble kit was the year before. I got it mixed up. They wore the marble kit Champions League. The bubble and the Chelsea final. The next year was a 93-20 kit, yeah. But again, that's still the best one. They were wearing that in the celebration when he said we cannot replace him. So, yeah, there we go. Well, they did, but that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie. I mean, classic football shirts. That Community Shield shirt, nah, it didn't do it for me. I also like the Margaritaville City kit, the away kit that year. I like to call it the Margaritaville kit. That the year the Project Restart happened. I like the Margaritaville kit, their away kit. The one with like the neon green and the orange and it was a gradient. I called it the Margaritaville kit. I love that. I love that jersey. I do. That was an awesome City jersey. I love that Margaritaville kit. That was an awesome one. Bail out the insurance company. Speaking of Margaritaville. Bail out the insurance company. The wheel where the chicken with its head cut off runs. The course of action is to bail out the insurance company. Bail out the insurance company. Margarita, strawberry lemonade. I got Margaritaville, but yeah, I like that jersey. So we're on the same page, yeah. City does have some nice kits. I have to admit that. Just in general, the whole group. Again, that Volt kit, amazing. 86 minute, 2-0. The Volt kit that NYCFC has, that's an amazing kit. Their home kit they won the MLS Cup in is awesome. Their current home kit sucks. I still don't like the NYCFC home kit this year. I think it still sucks. I don't like it. It's like trying to get the Lightning in a bottle from the 2019-20 kit, but they made it a lot more busy. I don't like it. Like, it's similar, but I don't like it. 2019-20 was still better. That was a good kit, though. That must be their away, right? That's got to be. Sometimes teams with away kits, they just do too much. Speaking of, that Arsenal away kit next year looks ugly. It's like what City wore this year for away kit, that neon green. No. Like, seriously, though, why did City not wear their black and red away kit more? No joke. It always seemed like they wore the freaking neon green one. What are you doing? What? On the black and blue kit. Neon yellow. Oh, my God. 89th minute. That is horrible. Big four of MLS. All time, Galaxy, DC, Seattle, and that's even worse. Here comes LAFC. If they don't score, they're pretty much screwed. Big four. Who's the fourth? Columbus, all time. Currently, LAFC, Seattle, NYCFC, and Philly, currently. Toronto's in neither. I know, shocking for me to admit. 89th minute. Header cleared. 1 more minute plus stoppage time. And this game will be over. And LA Galaxy will pull the cup set. Because let's be honest, they're playing like a USL Championship side. Let's be honest, they're playing like a USL Championship side. Corner. Can LAFC score here? They'd score in stoppage time to save themselves and put themselves into extra time. Cross. Headed away. That's out for another corner. 90th minute. We'll have stoppage time very shortly. '90th minute. How much stoppage time? Cross. 3 minutes. Header. Missed. Header brought down, but still. 3 minutes between a cup set. LA Galaxy to the quarters once again after beating LAFC. Ain't that something? 2.5 minutes more to go. Throw in for LAFC. They got to find 2 quick goals. And when I say 2 quick ones, I mean 2 quick ones. Two quick ones. One after the other. 2 minutes. 91st minute. LAFC is on the brink. Two more. I can't believe what I'm watching. Open Cup is weird. Seriously, though, every Open Cup, the worst teams in MLS, there's always 1 or 2 that make a deep run. Every year, without fail. There's always one or two horrible MLS teams that season that make a deep run. There's always also a cup set run. Every so often, maybe every 2 or 3 years, there's a cup set run, but every year without fail. And then you got years like last year where you had both. Hell, Union Omaha. Hell, you had 3. You had SKC, who was playing like crap. You had Sacramento making the run all the way to the final. And Union Omaha, let's not discount them, they went pretty far too. This year, we don't know what Pittsburgh or Birmingham is going to do. Birmingham's got a good damn team. I got to say that. They could go through. They could make that run, Birmingham. I hope they do. Why not? SEC. Oh, wait, wrong sport? Okay, yeah, sure. But again, LA Galaxy is going to play either Colorado or RSL. All 3 of them suck. All 3 of them are horrible. Horrible draws. And one of them's going to the semifinal. One of them. So that's a deep run in itself. Then Birmingham could be that cup set run. But again, there's 3 teams that suck. Absolutely suck. I can't believe Red Bulls lost. That was still on penalties. Open Cup is a freaking madhouse. 93rd minute. Caligari. 9 seconds. I legit want to watch Colorado versus the Galaxy, though. Just because it'd be horrible. That's full time. 2-0 to the Galaxy. 2-0 to the Galaxy. I cannot believe it. The Galaxy are going to the semifinals. I would lose it. LAFC eliminated a cup set. LA Galaxy to the quarterfinals against Colorado or RSL. If they win that, they go to the semis. Colorado and LA both can't score in MLS. Houston won. Well, yeah, but Houston's actually good. So Pittsburgh versus Crew on tomorrow. I think the Crew wins. 4-0. I can't believe it either, but they're actually somewhat good, so I can't say they're crap. They're definitely mid, but they're not horrible. But again, 2-0 to the Galaxy. They win for the 2nd straight year at Open Cup against LAFC. Going to the quarterfinals in that situation once again as well. They will play Colorado or RSL in the quarters to try to be the representative of the West in the semifinals. Boy, that would suck. They may go to the semifinals. We'll see, though. But with that being said, that's interesting. So with that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Yes, way they won. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll be up with a review within the hour. Mark Delgado's man of the match. I'll be up with a review within the hour. 2-0 to the Galaxy. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They'll play Colorado or Real Salt Lake on June 6th and 7th. Well, yeah, true. Might be a double. I don't know. With that being said, I'll see you within the hour. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations, LA Galaxy. Commiserations, LAFC. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm out. Peace.